Hello, welcome to Stammering Vlog, episode 15. As you can see, I've got somebody with me this week, very good friend of mine and special guest. So no further ado, this is Michael Wyant.
Good afternoon.
So, know Michael, it will be 10 years in June. Michael's been very influential in my recovery from stammering and continues to be. So I thought it'd be a good idea to get him on one of these vlogs to share his wealth of knowledge with everybody else as well.
It's very kind.
So, Michael, do you want to just give a brief summary of your stammering life?
Certainly. Well, I'm 46 now and I have stammered all my life. My mum tells me right from when I first started to talk that it was more of a mumble, and I've never had what you would class as fluent speech. Went on the starfish course, starfish project in 2002 and absolutely turned my life around. What can I say? So 16 years later, here I am, still loving what I'm doing and still involved with the project and meeting fine people along the way. So really pleased with where I am.
Is there times when you can remember going on starfish that kind of stand out in your memory? That I think most people that stammer have those times or events, moments that always spring to mind.
Yeah, but there are lots of events, lots of things that have happened that you wish the ground would swallow you up. But the biggest thing for me was how I let the fear of stammering completely control what I thought I could do. So the missed opportunities of things that I wanted to do that I thought, I'm just too scared of being exposed as a stammerer, really. That's where the most hurtful memories come from, how I let it control me. So that took a lot of tackling when I first went on the starfish project.
Awesome. And then now, after getting some therapy through starfish, what is that the biggest difference of not letting it control everyday life to now you deciding what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard you mention on these vlogs that it's more the little things now, just the ability to have confidence to say your name when you want to say it, rather than the fear that you have to say it, and that would control the days leading up to it and everything. It's all you could think about. But the sense of freedom, and that's not freedom from stammering, because stammering is what I still do, but the freedom Definitely. From those effects of stammering that is like living a dream I never thought I would live. So I owe a lot of people so much for helping to get me here, yourself included.
Thank you. So Mike as well, we have I'm aware a lot of my subscribers and people that view this vlog, they are parents of children that stammer, and a frequent question is what's your opinion on what I should be doing with my 5-year-old, 6-year-old, etc, etc. And one of the other reasons I wanted to get Michael on one of these vlogs is because he is also not only a person who stammers, but he's a parent of a child that stammers as well. So, you know, that insight could be really valuable to a lot of people, which is why I do these vlogs in the first place. So, Mike, as I just said, a lot of people ask about, you know, am I doing the right thing? Should I mention it? Should I not? Should I, you know, and from your own experience, what would your take on that be?
Well, like you say, from my own experience is all I can talk from.
Definitely.
Okay, so stammering runs in my family. My mum stammers, and now my son also stammers. So 3 generations, so there's definitely something in the genes. Now, when my son was born, like anybody, you wish them to be perfect in every way, and me being a stammerer, and I hadn't done starfish at that point, so I was gripped with the fear that he would stammer. And during his early years and up to about 9 or 10, he went through different phases of looking like he could end up a stammerer, and then he would go months when I would think he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But eventually, when he reached an age of 8, 9, 10, and he could recognise in himself that there was something different, that's when I knew to grow out of it was very unlikely, that he wouldn't just disappear.
Yeah.
So I've always been pretty open with him around my own speech and around his nan's speech as well. And just to try and make him feel that he isn't alone and he isn't unusual in what he's doing, because it's something that
makes sense.
Many other people do, 1 in 100. And however, I would say that the stammer did hold him back in certain things with school and stuff. And his mum wanted Matthew to do the starfish project when he was 13. He's now 16, coming on 17. And I was cautious that he wasn't old enough in terms of to understand what it takes and the work that he'd have to put in if he wants to get out of it what he wants to. However, fast forward, he did go on the course. And
so what age was he when he went on the course?
He was 3 months short of being 14, right. So 13 and 3/4. Yeah. And he took to the course really well. And I really saw a big change in him. And he could see a big change in him as well. So that was great. He's now, like I say, coming up for 17. Has he fully committed to it? I would probably say not quite. However, he has a healthy attitude towards his speech.
Yeah.
And it doesn't let him hold him back like he used to. I still don't think he's quite where he wants to be. However, he's only 3 and a bit years old in his recovery, so it's early days for him. So to just come back to your question in terms of advice for parents, it's a very difficult one. What I would say is to keep the subject open, to talk about it. When they're really young though, many will grow out of it, and if if you plant a seed that there's something wrong with them or something about them that is different, I don't think that's a good thing. When they start to acknowledge it themselves, then that's a different thing then.
Yeah.
And that's the time to really bring it out, as a subject. In terms of therapy, it's not for everybody, and there's many different things out there.
Sure is.
For example, Matthew, he did do NHS speech therapy when he was in year 6 at school, so that put him at 10, 11, 12, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Didn't really help him at all in Matthew's case. Now, I know other people have had success, so I'm not saying that it won't work, but for him it didn't. His starfish therapy did work, but now he needs to ramp it up if he's going to really push on. Has that answered the question?
I think so. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Just thought, that'll be really, really useful because I do know, a lot of people message me that are parents. So thank you very much, Mike. It's really appreciated. So done it a little bit different this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed a bit of variety, and having those a couple of different angles and thoughts on. Again, I'll stress, by no means are we saying we're experts in stammering or anything like that. Stammering is so varied and affects everybody in an individual way. So this is just our opinions and our thoughts on our own stammers and our own experiences. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you could let us know what you thought, whether you what you're doing with your child at the moment or whatever, and maybe we could get a discussion going in the YouTube comments. That would be great. As ever, if you could hit that like button, really helps spread the word of this vlog and help me reach more people, which is why I do it. And if you're not already subscribing, if you could do so, again, that helps the channel and it will pop up in more people's feed. So thanks a lot, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.